Hi, this is McJty for my next episode of my Let's Play. And I'm back at the generator here. I automated it, so what did I do? First I changed the shape of the generator, now 5 generator blocks and 1 controller, which gets redstone signal from this logic gate. And there are 2 power monitors, here and here. This one triggers when power goes below 8% for the generator, and this one triggers when power goes above 98%. And so the A side is when it goes low, so that's these 4, and then it will emit a redstone signal to turn on the generator. And this, when it goes off again, and it is also not too high, then it will keep running until the generator is full, in which case it will turn off. So this will fully automate this, so I don't have to worry about turning it on and off. I already drained a lot of power, that's because the quarry was taking a lot of power, but I disabled it for now because it was going very fast and I really no longer needed all the resources it was getting. I'm more inclined now to put the quarry in the overworld to get some overworld materials, like for example I want to get some marble and to build with, for example, because I haven't found a lot yet. But this episode I would like to focus on the mob farms. I did manage to find, I have a mob enderman, mob ghast and mob witch, so these 2 are very important from this. And for enderman I'm going to check let's see if I have an ender pearl and an emerald. So let me see. Emerald does 8% and ender pearls only 2%, so emerald is a lot better for infusing. So I will not use ender pearls for this, but of course it's always useful. Let me put it away. So for the ender pearls I'm probably going to use for the emeralds I'm probably going to use villagers, so I still need to get that one. So that's what I would like to focus on this episode. That's spawners, but I need to find a good place to put them, so let me think about that. From time to time I also just like to build, so I'm working here on the office part of the building, the top floor, just playing a bit with possible designs here, and also I think I may have too many of these. Let me convert a few to blocks here. That was so again. Okay, so just playing with all the bits here. We may have to make another bag. Seeing if some have spilled here. No, it's okay. So not sure. Just trying a few things here and there. I want to make this part will be open, and here are some offices, and I think the main control area where I want to put the screens and stuff is here below. But I will work on that off camera. So look at this. It's nice to see full power all the time, and it will automatically turn on the generator, everything. And also check this. I got tons of dimensional shards, and apparently also redstone, because it increased as well. I have tons of nether quartz, lots of glowstone, so huge amount of basalt. So if I want to build something with that, I already voided a lot, but still a lot. Cobalt and ardite I also have plenty, so no shortage of materials. But I don't have a lot of resonating ore, which is something that you find in the overworld. So I'm going to set the quarry here, and I also lack a lot of marble, which I would like to use for building. So I'm going to move over the quarry from the nether to somewhere in the overworld. So I found a nice place for a quarry, but I'm first infusing it fully. I have enough dimensional shards, and for the builder it's really important that it's infused, because it goes faster that way and it consumes less power, which is of course ideal. So I just found a little area. I know there's marble here, which is important, and hopefully I can also find some dimensional shards. Almost there. I'm going to move this over to the base, of course, just temporary here so that I can infuse it. The advantage of the storage tablet that I can create these things even when I'm far away. Okay, so it's ready. This can go. Okay, 100% infused. So I marked off an area. Let's turn it on. Let's remove this. So it's mining somewhere in the distance, I think. But it's going fast now, and it already drained all the power. I want to see how much power is in the system. Okay, the crystal will probably, the generator will probably have turned on. Okay, getting lots of materials, diamonds, corallium gem. Oh, there was apparently a dungeon there. Minecarts. And lots of clay again, which I have to clear. Just have to wait. I will be back. So off camera, when I worked a bit on this, and the office part of this building is not finished yet. I'm still seeing how to do things exactly. So here is where the main controls should go. So in the meantime also I finished the quarry. Let me put back some stuff. Oh yes, I also want to tell you I changed RFTools a bit, a new release. It's already on course. So if you right click the storage terminal now, yeah, okay, it immediately opens with all routable, so you immediately see this. And also if you request something, it directly goes to the inventory instead of here. So that means that you can now very easily request a lot of items. It's still not a regular inventory, so you still have to use this slot to input, but this makes it a bit more convenient, I think. And also you may have noticed it while I was messing with the scanners. Let me first load the world. I changed storage a bit. I was getting too much with the queries, so I added these basic drawers with the things that I have most of. You see here in the left top corner in the tooltip how much I have of this, and I linked them to these and made them on the top so things go there first. The other two basic drawers are not used yet, but I was running out of room in modular storages and I decided to put most of the bulk stuff there. So okay, so I still wasn't completely sure how to where to put the spawners for the mobs, and also I really need to make an official way out here at some point, because I'm pretty much closed in. So this is the building, and I was thinking of making the of doing something. Just have to wait until it all loads, but not sure exactly what I would like to do. But I was thinking the control area where the liquids are made is about this height, and I could dig this out and make a sort of tunnel going into the air to a new area about here, a building that's in the air, and that could perhaps be where the mob farms could go. So let me think a bit about that, and maybe I'll start building the tunnel there then. So I made a teleportation room like I do in the other places. So here's the control room. There's currently only one button, so only one setup is there. But just pressing that will bring me to the main base, and back again. So if I want to add locations, I can do that here. So I am considering building out this way, making a big tunnel in this direction. So perhaps that's what I'll do next then. So I did a bit of work on the base here, made an extra floor. There's now a teleporter with the same principle as the others, with a dial button. For now there's only one button. Made a staircase here to go to the floor here, and here is the setup for that dialer. Fortunately these don't connect, which is a bit weird, but I hope that gets solved soon. And this floor isn't used yet, not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's here for aesthetic purposes. And here is the main control area. So I have a big screen, you have the generator which is currently off. This power is what the generator is holding, and it will turn on when it's below a certain value. I think I set it to 10% or something. This is the radiation level, but it isn't working because it's out of range. I will have to fix that in deep resonance. This is main power and how much power, but I think this one should actually change. There's just a spike. I have also been replacing, no, not on this floor, several of the less important power cells with simple power cells. That's a new addition in RFTools. Oh, by the way, I also want to change this using the new vector art module in RFTools Control. So this is a simple one, and one that was there before I upgraded to an advanced power cell, so that's why I now have 42 million RF total storage. But even the simple ones are connected to the main grid like the rest. So, and now I'm still undecided about what to do, where I'm going to spawn the mobs. I'm thinking something in that direction, but I don't know if it will look good. Let's temporarily open this. So still a bit undecided. Maybe I will make it separate and just, I could also just sorry, move it here. I want to have the mob form high in the air. So let's say about this location. Looks about good. You know, by the way, there's a trick to start building. There is no angel block, at least I don't have one in this mod pack, but a moving one. Let's say you want to pick up something, not these guys, just pick up a grass block. Yeah, right. And then you can just place it in the air like that. So that's a nice way to start building in the air somewhere. I think I'm just going to make the mob farm here. It's a good place. Okay. So deciding on the shape I want for the floor. I was considering going with a more interesting shape, like a sphere or something, but it's nice, it looks good, but on the other hand, the problem is that it's easier to fit in structures in a regular shape like this. So still a bit undecided about what I want to do. Okay, aesthetic choice is always a hard thing, because it's easy, let's say. Let's go out. It would look cool, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do it anyway. And I will make it in the black basalt, and it's a bit like the big ball of death, but I think I'm going to make it a bit bigger. If I can get in. No, that's not one, this one. Yeah, that looks good. And does that give me enough room? So the center area will be the main area where the mobs will be spawned here above. Or in the middle, I'm not sure yet. I don't actually need them to fall down, I can kill them with the RFTools shield. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so I will start the building of this. Okay, so I'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, let's fire it. And it's already done. So, a nice trick that you can use to quickly get lots of materials that you haven't crafted yet. And you can just spam click this one and I get polished basalt. And it's done again. So it's going to need a lot of basalt, but I have a pretty big amount here, so it should be fine. For some reason craft stack isn't working, I have to check that out. So let me continue with this for a while. But I'm also going to set torches down because it's going to get dark pretty soon. Like you already see there. I don't want mobs to spawn in my mob farm. At least, not yet. So this is my deep resonance tower, and then I made something new. I decided to go with a sphere after all. Give it a bit of a Death Star look. It's not finished yet. I want to do some more decorations on the outside. But I think it looks nice. This is the inside. So let me go inside. So I added a dial for it, and now I'm inside. So the idea is there's a floor here. I will remove all these torches. I did use painted glowstone there, as you can see, and on the top. And this mobs will spawn here. There will be a big glass box, and they will get killed by a RFTools shield in somewhere there. So this is going to be the Death Star, as it were. And here I have room for the teleportation stuff and so on. So still a lot of work to do, but it's getting there. And you can look outside, there's the deep resonance tower. So I have a view here. So this is what I have been working on so far. So for the mob spawners from RFTools to work, they need some living matters. And so I made this carrot farm with the EnderIO farming station, and it's controlled by a processor. So what does the program do? First, every second it checks if there is still an item in this slot, the iron hoe. If that is equal to 0, then the hoe was destroyed, and so we need to replace it. So we get ingredients for this recipe. It's iron hoe recipe. We push the ingredients to our workbench. We fetch the end result and we push it back into the farming station. So this makes sure that it always has an iron hoe. And then otherwise, if it's okay, we fetch the carrots from slot 0 and we push them into our storage system. And also what we also do is, if there are more than 500 carrots, then we stop the machine, otherwise we continue. So this will start work until we have 500 carrots in our system. I also plan to extend this program for the feeding in the fertilizer, so it goes a bit faster, but this is basically the start. And so the central area, so there will be the generation of living matter, and in the central area on the top I will put the spawners, with the kill area probably around this area, so I want to be able to see it when they get killed. So yeah, I think it will look nice that way. Okay, so I extended the program with if it is running, if it's set to 15, then we'll also check if there's enough fertilizer in slot 3, that's here, and I added another crafting card here. So you see it being crafted by the program as soon as there's not enough. And now the carrots, yes, they are coming in. It was lower earlier. So I think this program is working good. It's automatic supply chain for this one, and it should stop automatically as soon as it goes below above 500. Let me check. Okay, for some reason that one isn't executing. Okay, let me check this out a bit. Okay, now it is working. The problem was that apparently I have to fetch exactly 8 out of the workbench, because otherwise it seems it got confused. But there's something else wrong as well, even though this is working. But if it's clogging up this, it will not be able to. Okay, I have to debug this, but it is also wrapping up time. So I will check this out later, and by the next episode it will probably be fixed, I hope. Okay, so and also next episode we will work further on the actual mob farms, so that we can make the materials for the deep resonance crystal. So bye bye, see you next time. By the way, I figured out the problem. I have run out of sand, so I need to make sure there's sufficient sand, and sand is needed to create the fertilizer, so that's why it put the apatite here, but it had no sand, so nothing happened. Okay, so at least I know the program works, it just ran out of a material. So goodbye for real now.